Hello, boys and girls. I'm going to introduce the sight words for Lesson 4. There are 6 of them, and you have a test on them on Friday. The first one is my. The Y says the I sound, which sort of sounds like Y. We are used to it saying yeah, right? But now it's going to say I. My. 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 The dentist will check my teeth. And after that, we have the sight word who. WH is what many of our question words begin with. And usually it says w, like in the word what. But in the word who, it's like the W's not even there. So just remember, WHO spells who. You're going to have to just work on that one. Who. And let's look at the picture. It's a postal worker. Who brings the mail to your house? The mailman. All right, next sight word is all. And these are sight words because sometimes they don't sound. Usually A says ah, but if you were to sound it out like that, ow, ow, that sort of sounds like somebody's name, like Al. Hi, Al. But this is not Al, this is all. For whatever reason, this A makes the aw sound like the ostrich card. It's a silly sight word. You just have to remember A-L-L spells all. 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 And here's a baker. The baker made all of these rolls. See those rolls in the pan? All. Here's another tricky sight word. This one says does. So tricky. Because the O doesn't even say ah or O. It says Then there's a silent E that doesn't even do anything. And then the S, it makes the Z sound. It spells Z. So it really is tricky, and you will have to practice this. Does. Does. Does this vet take care of dogs? And you can get information from the picture and know the answer to that question. She does. She does. She does. All right, remember your sight words. Okay, here's our next one. It says here. This one makes more sense. Ear. This is a silent E. Its only job is to make this one say his name. Okay, so it's ear. Here. This says her, and this says here. And that's like a place, like come over here. What does that say? Here. That's a firehouse, isn't it? The firefighters keep their trucks here. Here. Okay, this one says, Me. Me. The E says its name, E, in this word, me. Let's look at the card. It says, me. The zookeeper let me pet the koala. Wow, that is special. Me. Okay, let's just read the big cards one more time. This one says, me. Here. Did you forget already? It says does. Does. It's a tricky one. All. I don't know why the A says all. Like, did you eat all of your lunch? Here's another tricky sight word. Who? Who got an A on their spelling test? And my. So we have me and we have my. Me has an E and my has a Y. Me has an E and my has a Y. Me, my. Me, my. Let's see if we can read these smaller, but not too small. There's even smaller than this. Remember that one? All. Does. Remember the S can spell the Z sound. My. You got that right away. My. And this one says me. I'm going to put it next to the my card. That one says, okay, first beginning sound if you don't know a word. Here. Here. Come over here if you want some candy. And finally, we have the word who. That's trying to trick you. I think Willie Worm is trying to be super quiet around the horse because he doesn't want him to step on him or something. So he says nothing. And I don't know why the O says ooh, but it does. And we're just going to remember that. Who. You will have to study for this test. There are some very tricky words in here. You just have to memorize them. Some of them just don't make sense the way you sound them out. So just memorize them. Let's see if you can do it one more time with the smallest cards of all. Here they are. This word says does. Who? You remembered. It says me. Me. My. M-E spells me. M-Y spells my. All. Even though it begins with the letter A, that A makes the aw sound this time. All. And finally we have the word here. Here. All right. Thanks for practicing your sight words. Toodaloo.